Hey guys, let's talk about the fauna and flora of MicroTech. Whether it be cows grazing on a field or unique plants with healing benefits, MicroTech is rich with the spoils of nature. The below freezing point temperatures are the result of an error during the United Empire of Earth's terraforming process. Overall, the chilly atmosphere requires protection from suits and ships to survive in the hostile environment. Just a flight suit and regular armor is not enough. But there are creatures who do not need special suits to live in this wild and beautiful planet. MicroTech's ecosystem is rich, so let's dive in and see what secrets await us. Hi, my name is Kezia, and I'm first going to introduce you to the planet's biomes. The first and main environment in MicroTech's ecosystem is the mountain ranges. Characterized by rugged terrain and extreme weather, this biome is less hospitable to plant life than its harsh conditions. Then we have zones like low frozen zones. These areas consist of vast snow that cover the forests and mountain ranges. Notably, explorers can find frozen and petrified trees, indicating past or dormant vegetation. Forest regions in normal areas have red, orange, and different types of hues, showcasing what MicroTech's ecosystem would have been without the whole terraforming mishap. These regions support cold, hardy plants such as evergreens, wildflowers, grasses, and lichen that thrive all year round. There are also beautiful floral fields. This is in the more warmer transitional zones, adding vibrant colors to the landscape. These areas highlight the planet's ecological diversity. Then we have frozen tundras. These biomes are dominated by glacial structures of ice and obsidian. This biome is found near the north and south poles. The extreme cold limits plant growth, resulting in sparse vegetation. Then we have my favorite, frozen oceans and cold coasts. This biome features sheets of ice and unique iceberg formations. These regions are primarily devoid of plant life due to its inhospitable conditions. The thorwort plant, as I do not know how to pronounce it. The thorwort plant is the only detailed and explained plant that lives on MicroTech currently. The thorwort is a type of lichen native to MicroTech's Arctic environment. It has an antiseptic and antibacterial quality, which makes it valuable to pharmaceutical research. Thorwort's natural properties have yet to be replicated synthetically, so it remains primarily harvested in its wild state. And that is all we know currently about the flora of MicroTech. But even though plants are scarce, creatures are not, and many creatures roam these lands, and dangerous ones at that. Enter the copion. The copion is a hybrid between a cat and a dog, and is complete with a set of 4 eyes. Kind of creepy. These guys come in different types based on what biome they are placed in. For example, there is a savanna type copion, which looks like they've taken inspiration from the African savanna and wildlife there. The copion is an enigmatic creature that's captured the curiosity of many explorers. Native to the arid desert of Yar, this hardy species has evolved to survive in extreme environments. The copion is a small, burrowing animal with a diet that consists primarily of underground vegetation. Its incredible adaptability to harsh climates has made it a crucial part of its local ecosystem, aiding in soil aeration and plant propagation. But don't fool yourselves, guys, copions are predatory, and as of now, you cannot tame them and make them pets. I know some of you want to do that. Another thing you should know, probably, is that the copion runs faster than when you press your sprint button. Yeah, and they hunt in packs of 10. So when you hear a copion cry, I would suggest pretend you didn't and walking the other way. You can also use them for resources. The horn on their head is a great resource for crafting, or you can sell it at a high price. But speaking of animal resources, let's take a look at the herbivores of the natural world. Quasi Grazers are more of a general classification than a specific species. This refers to creatures that consume vegetation but don't fit neatly into the traditional grazing roles. These animals are often pivotal to maintaining the balance of ecosystem in their respective planets. While not much is known about individual Quasi Grazer species, they are considered essential for preventing overgrowth and fostering biodiversity. They can be harvested for either their tough skin or fluffy fur, or their eggs, which can also be used for food. Not gonna lie, the eggs do look weird. Also, the developer of the Quasi Grazers took inspiration from English cows. And he said that each cow that is in the different regions of England have different accents. So, when you guys travel to MicroTech and take a look at the different Quasi Grazers, let me know if they each have a different moo or a different accent. You can think of them as the equivalent of Star Citizen's real-world herbivores that keep the grassland and forest very healthy. The Boreal Forest Quasi on MicroTech rocks a fluffy scarf of fur around its neck. The Savannah Quasi has more of a scaly nature, and the Arctic variant is fully covered with reactive fur. And get this, it's the only Quasi that does not have eggs. So the reason you would harvest it would be for that fluffy fur coat. And you can also harvest its tongue. I don't know why. If you venture into MicroTech, you might be lucky or unlucky enough to bump into the Boreal Stalker. This apex predator roams the icy forests of the planet, and it's both majestic and terrifying. The Boreal Stalker is a carnivorous ambush predator, using its size and stealth to dominate its prey. It's said to have a keen sense of smell and exceptional patience, lying in wait for the perfect moment to strike. As a top predator, it helps control populations of herbivores and maintain the balance of MicroTech's wilderness. Its fur is rumored to have properties that help it blend seamlessly into the environment, making it a master of camouflage. Next, we have the Zoppod. Zoppod? Yeah, Zoppod. This is an invasive species and has caused its fair share of trouble. Originally native to certain oceanic planets, the Zoppod has spread to other planets due to human activity, hitching rides on ships and cargo. They like to inhabit grasslands and so feel quite at home in MicroTech's vast and diverse landscape. As an invasive species, it disrupts ecosystems, often outcompeting native marine life and threatening biodiversity. These aquatic creatures are known for their hard exoskeleton and sharp claws, which make them both formidable predators and tough survivors. Efforts are underway to help control their spread, but their adaptability makes them a persistent challenge. Now, let's take to the skies and let's talk about the Marek. The Marek has a unique role in the whole terraforming process. Introduced to terraformed planets, such as MicroTech, the Marek has managed to stabilize ecosystems. It's an engineered bird. And yes, you heard me correctly. They are a carefully selected species designed to fill ecological niches and promote balance in newly formed environments. Think of them as Star Citizen's ecological stabilizers. The Marek's traits vary depending on the needs of the ecosystem, but they are often hardy, adaptable, and capable of influencing the environment in positive ways. They also fly in flocks and are not aggressive by nature, so will fly away when you start approaching them. You can collect their gizzards and use them as crafting materials, or you can sell them for a premium price. But guys, try not to kill everything on MicroTech. I would like to see some stuff when I go over there. Sometimes it's just enough to sit and observe the beautiful world around you. These creatures are not just background elements. They showcase the depth and thoughtfulness of Star Citizen's immense universe. From predator species like the Boreal Stalker to problem species like the Zoppod, they create living, breathing ecosystems that enhance your immersion. Comment down below what creature you found the most fascinating, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for when we post new videos. Until next time, happy exploring!